AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Your man look like Fat Albert, homeboy.
He got the they gave him the fake shiesty. They got him. They got him. He thought he was getting a shiesty. He got some bullshit.
He got that poo-poo shiesty. This shit was horrible tonight. What the hell was this, man?
Yeah, this was a interesting game. Interesting game tonight.
Straight do.
Very interesting game tonight.
I want to hear y'all blame Brunson. Sandman. That's your man, Sandman.
He be on my Johnson. It's insane. Like,
I think it's the glasses that be going turning Flea up.
He just be like, and it's probably somebody I know personally too. It really is somebody I probably know personally, and just you getting his shit off now in the comments of KNICKS Rehab. God bless you, Sandman.
Listen, man, we need some Sandman music for these bum ass.
Ball suckers.
Oh, geez, hey.
Are we live?
Big Flea.
The biggest shout.
We're gonna jump right into this, man.
KNICKS Rehab.
KNICKS Rehab, y'all.
I know what this is, man. Yeah, Heroic Avenue. We'll get to that in a second. They shot one free throw by the end of the first quarter. Horrendous behavior. Knicks take a fall 100-94. Can't even crack 100 points. Game 2 series is now tied 1-1. D-Town, Detroit takes they win the game to tie the series 1-1. 4 guys in double figures for the Pistons. They had about 4 guys in their rotation. Paul Reed made up for a lot of Isaiah Stewart's minutes. Jalen Duren filled in. They had 3 guys with double figures with rebounding. Tobias Harris, 13 rebounds. Jalen Duren, 13 rebounds. Cunningham, 12 rebounds. 33 points for Cade Cunningham. He looked unstoppable for a lot of the game. 12 points for Duren along with those 13 rebounds, and 15 points for Tobias Harris. 20 for Dennis Schroeder. Nobody closed on him. That's disgusting. Josh Hart just pointed his finger at him. Very tough of you, Josh Hart. Knicks have 5 guys, all 5 guys in the starting lineup in double figures. 10 points apiece for, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, and OG Anunoby. Disgusting behavior. We'll get to that in a second. Bridges, 19 points. 5 rebounds. Nobody on the Knicks had double-digit rebounds. 37 points for Jalen Brunson, 12 of 27 from the field. He's still struggling with his shot a little bit. 44% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. Wow. And the bench points, all 8 bench points tonight came from Deuce McBride. I think Campaign had 3 fouls in like the first quarter, it looked like. I don't even think he played after the first quarter. That was crazy. Shammy at 450. I don't think he played after this in the second half either. This is disgusting. 43 minutes for Brunson, 40 for Josh Hart, 42 for OG Anunoby. I mean, like, AllBall. What's your reaction to this garbage of a game? Game 2, Knicks fall short. Bridges missed the game time 3-pointer with what? 20 seconds left or 10 seconds left, whatever it was. Just horrible way to just lose home court advantage, basically. What's your reaction?
I'm gonna just get this out the way. I can't stand Bridges. Like, I despise Bridges. Like, I'm being honest. I cannot stand Bridges. I'm not here to get no feedback from nobody about that. I don't care how nobody feels about me saying that. I do not like Mikal Bridges. And I pray to God we don't bring him back. Seriously. Game 1, we damn near lost that if Cam Payne doesn't do what he do. Remember, fellas, what I said on our live after game 1. Let's be humble. Let's understand. Cam, Kate Cunningham didn't have a good game the first game. He's going to come back with a monster game. Remember, I said, Tobias Harris ain't going to do what he did. But I got to go with Flea on this. Defense. This is no exaggeration. I'm yelling at the TV when Schroeder got the ball. And I'm going, close out. Don't even worry about Tobias Harris. And Schroeder hits a wide open 3-point shot. Detroit doesn't respect us. They don't like us. And they're trying to punk us. They are very physical with us. The refs is letting a lot of things go. But I'm going to put this loss on Brunson. Simple and plain. A lot of guys got to step up and do better. 10 points from Cat OG is not enough. I've been telling y'all, I love Josh Hart's heart. But them little punk ass 6, 7, 8 points you be giving us, that shit ain't working. But I'm going with Brunson. He's the captain. He's our leader. And he's playing hero ball. He's not even thinking about getting nobody involved. Does it look great when the ball goes in the bucket? Yes. But does it look great when he turns the ball over? When he's flopping all over the place? When he can't guard nobody? When he's forcing turnovers and bad shots? I watched Brunson just basically tell everybody, get out the way. I'm going to do this on my own. And what I've said in the beginning of the season, my brothers, we have to win this as a collective. We have to win this as a collective. Now, is he big body Brunson? Is he clutch? Yes. But there were times where it's like, yo, bro, you are hard to watch. What are you doing? We down 13. We come back. We tie the ball game up. Listen, man, we are in for a long ride. This Detroit Pistons team is tough. And once again, them beating us 2-3 times in the regular season, and then that last game, they have all the confidence in the world. All the confidence in the world. And I'm going to be honest, they're physical and they're punking us. Every time we fall on the floor, we looking for the refs, we crying. Play basketball. Don't let them get in your head. Tonight was a very winnable game. And listen, man, we didn't close out on some shots. We got out hustled. We got out toughed. And Brunson tried to do it by himself. I'm so upset because Mikal Bridges took a 3-point shot on a fast break and almost broke the TV. I can't stand Mikal Bridges. I'm over Mikal Bridges. Wide open shots. Knock them shits down, bro. Listen, man. My brothers up here said it, and y'all were correct. Detroit is tough. Detroit is tough. And if we don't match that physicality, that toughness, that mental toughness, we are going to be in trouble. We are going to be in trouble. And tonight, like I said, game 1, Cam Payne had to put on his cape alongside Brunson, or we would be down 0-2. This is a fact. Yo, man, we have to play. We have to get back to playing basketball as a team. If Brunson thinks he's going to win this on his own, if we're just going to freeze out Cat for damn near 6 to 10 minutes and don't even look his way, Brunson is waving niggas off. Listen, man, today was very disappointing. It was a tough loss. I'm not going to sit up here and shit on Tibbs. I know guys play big minutes and, the substitutions, this and that. Listen, man, I got to roll with Flea on this one. I ain't blaming Tibbs for shit tonight. We had an opportunity to win the game, and we didn't pull through. Why? Because guys is playing selfish basketball. Simple and plain. It's I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. I'm just disappointed. And, Brunson really needs to understand, if you're not going to initiate the offense, we are not going to beat these Detroit Pistons in this series. You don't have to be Allen Iverson, bro. You have Cat. You have OG, who has emerged as an offensive player. You have Bridges, who I despise, but he can knock down the mid-range. Bro, you do not have to be Allen Iverson. Give the fucking ball up. Give the ball up. I don't care how much points he had. Yes, he hit some big shots. But how many times did he not close out on Dennis Schroeder? How many times? Pivotal moments of the game. Come on, man. That's my guy. Nobody's a bigger stand for Brunson than me. This shit is on Brunson. I watch him for 2, damn near 3 quarters, freeze everybody out. I watched it with my own eyes. Flanning, flopping all over the fucking place. Bro, it's the playoffs. You ain't getting them bum-ass calls. Man up, man. They talking crazy to us. They putting their hands on us. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, for me, you know, I said it the first live, Kay Cunningham was not going to have a bad game back-to-back. And instead of Tobias Harris going crazy, Dennis Schroeder gives us 20. We got to figure this thing out, or we going to fuck around and lose in the first round. So for me, very disappointing loss. I put this all on Brunson. I understand that Cat, Hart, and OT didn't have good games. I know Mikal Bridges had 19, but when we needed him most, he failed. I'm sorry. I just got to be honest. He failed. But I'm putting this on Brunson. Going nut, freezing everybody out, and then allowing your man to hit big shot after big shot. This is all on Brunson, and I'm very disappointed. And now it's a series. It's different if we go into Detroit up 2-0. We have to win in Detroit now. This never was a sweep. I said we're winning 6. Now it's for real. Now it's for real. And if you think we're going to go in Detroit and these young niggas are going to have all the confidence in the world and the refs is against us because we won too much, Flea, the floor is yours. I'm very disappointed in my captain, our best player. We have a guy named Cat that, you know, they're allowing Tobias Harris to guard him. And we're not even exposing that. We're not even taking advantage of that. It's just mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. So, bad loss, terrible loss. And I put this on the captain. Sorry.
Flea, what's your opinion or what your reaction to the game? Game 2, obviously, Detroit gets to tie up the series 1-1. K shows up, goes back to the best player of the series award. Looks like it's a little more even in game 2. What's your instant reaction to this and to AllBall's comments?
I probably agree with a lot of things that OG just said right now, right? And we should definitely be concerned as a basketball team. We could easily be down 0-2 right now. Both games we've played coming from behind. We were down big in the third quarter of game 1, and we were down big in the fourth quarter of this game. So we've continued to play from behind against this team, against a team that supposedly has no experience, against a team that we're supposed to be thumping. And I just feel like you watch Jalen Brunson and you are ecstatic for what he's done over the last 2 to 3 seasons for us, right? Putting us in position to be a winning ball club, putting us in position to get guys to come over here and want to play with the New York Knicks. But right now, in the playoffs, these type of moments, we need you to be the captain. And what that entails is knowing when to go and when not to go. We literally spent almost 12 minutes watching him put up shot after shot after shot after shot. It was insane to me because then, you know, I feel OG, he's upset with Bridges, but Bridges ain't even in a rhythm to hit a shot. Like, I cursed when Bridges missed the shot, but at the same time, I immediately said to myself, I'm like, how can I expect Mikal Bridges to hit that shot? I mean, a pro, you got to be ready. I get it. But you're not even in a rhythm. You had it going in the first half. He had it going in the first half. Cat had it going in the first half, abusing Tobias Harris, abusing him. What did I say to y'all? I said either JB Bickerstaff doesn't respect Karl Anthony Towns, or he's afraid that Jalen Duren can't guard him. Because there's no way that you put Tobias Harris on him and say, "Here, go guard Cat." No way. We should be exploiting that every time down, every time, and we don't. Right? Again, you love Jalen Brunson, but in these moments, man, it's super, super frustrating. It's super frustrating to be in that position and watch him make those decisions in late in the game. We want to dumb it down to just hero ball, but at the same time, who's gonna pull his coattail? Cat cannot score 0 points in the second half of a playoff game. That's unacceptable. 0 points in the second half? That's completely unacceptable. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, and Josh Hart combined for the same amount of field goal attempts that Jalen Brunson had tonight. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm not even gonna get on our defense, because at the end of the day, we knew how to get stops when it mattered, and we put ourselves in a position to win tonight. Tonight is about not keeping guys involved. Brunson didn't do a good job of that. And so I do put a lot of onus on him tonight for not allowing us to all be in this game. We literally clear out one side. Y'all see this shit? I know y'all watching the same game I'm watching. They literally clear out a side, and everybody stands around the perimeter and watches him dribble, try to draw fouls against Schroeder. You call it what you want. Schroeder is fighting down there. He's playing tough against him. Our offense got to look different, fellas. Our offense got to look different. We going into Detroit, and they playing with house money. They got a lot of confidence. They cleaned us on the glass tonight. What was the rebounding differential tonight, Fabian? I'm sure they wiped us on the glass tonight.
So 53 to 44. 44. So
okay, they wiped still. We gave up 50. They got 50 plus rebounds against us tonight. Yeah, it's a bad loss. This is a series. It's 1-1 now. We got to go on the road and handle business though. But some things have to change in terms of what we do on offense, and I can't believe that we're talking about that at this point of the season. Watching Jalen Brunson go one-on-one in pivotal points of the game cannot happen. Is that on Tibbs? Yes, you got to call. You got to draw something. Is that on Cat? He has to be more aggressive. How many shots did he take in the second half of the game?
I don't think he took any.
0 shot attempts in a playoff game in the second half?
His last shot was like 3 minutes left in the third quarter, if I read that correctly.
Nah, that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Nothing from our bench tonight. Our bench was quiet tonight. Detroit's bench scored 30 points tonight. They were incredible tonight. We just couldn't get the pivotal stop. We couldn't hit the pivotal bucket. We were in this game. I thought we pissed it away. And I agree with you, OG. A lot of that has to do with Jalen Brunson, for sure.
I totally disagree with y'all. I don't know what y'all be talking about with this. Jalen Brunson been here, done that. He's averaging 35.5 points per game, busting their ass, coming off an injury. Cade Cunningham finally showed up. Both of these teams played ugly. This was a horrible game from both sides. Detroit really didn't play a great game. He scored 100 points. OG K was busting his ass. He's busting everybody's ass.
This is the playoffs.
What you mean?
Why would you expect there to be high-scoring games in the playoffs?
Knicks scored 100 and let me check real quick. 123 for game 1. That's why.
We shall see.
Highest scoring all starting 5 all time at a certain point. Bench couldn't score again. This is who we were all year long. Tom Thibodeau does not experiment with the bench. Once again, I cannot blame Jalen Brunson for showing up. I don't know what you people be talking about with this. He's a ball hog, this ball hog, that. Same ball hog went to the Western Conference Finals. He ain't scared to put New York on his back. Same guy showed up today. OG, all this stuff we've been talking about. He's a number 1 option. He's a number 2 option. Well, what we said, when it's playoff time, what's going to happen? And that's my guy. That's my guy. That bum-ass handle. That's my guy. Once you do that, he's working on his spin move. Do a little low tap, keep his dribble alive. But once they get in front of you, you have no counter. You have no counter for a counter. You don't know how to adjust. You know how to improvise with the handle. It's not who you are. I thought we were going to get aggressive. Brunson sat down for 10 games, 12 games, whatever it was. OG Anunoby was supposed to be this aggressive guy. Second option, first option coming. Karl Anthony Towns. Let's get the smoke going. I don't know what y'all are talking about. No shots in the fourth quarter. You the big dog that got traded for Randall. Everybody told me the gap is bigger between Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle, game 2 at the Garden, and you don't take a shot. But y'all talking about Brunson. He has shot 4 shots in the first quarter. We were down by, I think, 7, 25-18. The first half ends 55-48, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Brunson started picking it up. This is the part I don't understand, man. People are who they are. Jalen Brunson played a heck of a game. I didn't like the last 2 shots that he took. All this stuff about getting somebody going. He's not going to get anybody going. Not the way we envision it. He can give the ball up like he did last year. But you can do that when you have teammates to trust. That's what the Gunners do. The Gunners ain't giving that ball up unless they could trust you. I've never seen it in the history of the NBA. If you're a Gunner, I'm not giving it up unless I got teammates that could bang, that could shoot, that could do what I do. That's why SGA can play 14 minutes and shoot up and get 14 points yesterday. That's why he can do that. He got them guys. His teammates, he got them boys. Brunson ain't got them boys. Cat is a cat. This is the part I would never understand this. And the more games that pass by, we're talking about the second game in the playoffs. Your man didn't even get 10 rebounds. And y'all shaking your head in disbelief. This is sickening to me. It's right there. Proof is in the pudding. We want to run away from it. Again, this did not happen last year when we were healthy. They're healthy. Ain't nobody injured on the Knicks. What's the excuse this year? What's the excuse? Last season, Julius Randle wasn't even there. We got past them bum-ass 76ers. We're supposed to sweep them. And we were down our second-best player to many people in many people's eyes. Karl Anthony Towns playing. He's healthy. He had a couple games off the end of the season. The smoke y'all got for Brunson, who showed up 34 points, and you got no smoke for Cat? Y'all are wilding.
Bro,
What
all
defense was there?
All right. We let you
what?
rock and nobody cut you
Man,
off.
please.
We let you rock.
Y'all be
nobody cut
ranting
you
and raving
off.
for 10 minutes about Jalen Brunson
Because-
over and over again.
Because you it's basketball. You keep ranting and raving about 34 points. It don't matter when we talking about late game situations, making the right decision, getting your guys in. You got the nerve to tell me he is who he is. The nerve of you, nigga, like challenging you a point guard. It don't matter. So now we're gonna let him off the hook and say everybody else is trash. That's what you call them, bums. Everybody's bums because they're supposed to snatch the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands and go do. You know, this is basketball, Fabian. What are you talking about right now?
We could exaggerate it and say I'm supposed
What are
to
you
take the
talking
ball,
about right now?
take the ball out of the 2 guard's hand. He's a 2 guard. He's not really a point.
What are you talking about right now?
When OG gets the ball, make a move. Cat, call for the ball.
We look better when the ball moves side to side, when everybody is touching it, when guys are moving, when guys are getting involved. Like, we look better like that. And if you think that watching him go one-on-one, whether he beats his matchup or not, gets a bucket or not, is he put us on his back, we lost the game. And one of the big reasons we lost the game is Bridges came down and knocked down a shot. The very next play, Brunson could have got Bridges the ball back again. No, he took the ball one-on-one. And then the very next play again, Bridges missed. But it's all about rhythm, man. Go back to the guy. He had it going. Go back to the guy. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
This is not the fucking park. You talking about the nigga had 34 points. So what?
None of these guys have shown this all season long. Haven't seen it. Not consistent. Mikal Bridges, the same guy we're going to rely on him, unreliable. Ojinobi on offense, he's unreliable. He's proven it. As soon as Brunson came back into the lineup, he hasn't been aggressive.
Whose
It's
fault
the same
is that?
thing. Carl Anthony Towns.
Who's in control of that?
Dog, I'm not gonna keep repeating the same shit with Jalen Brunson playing with two other aggressive dudes. Y'all told me Julius Randle's now on Cat's level, yet Brunson is winning with them. He played alongside Luka Doncic, who's a chucker.
Fabian,
what are you
stop
talking
about last year? Last year's fucking over. Please
Okay,
get over that shit.
We're talking about this year with the team that you said was better. They're not winning with this team.
Get the fuck over last year, bro. You keep talking about last year. It don't matter no more.
Well,
we are
talking about this year and getting through to y'all. Carl Anthony Towns is not that guy.
You've been doing this for 82 games. All season long, you've been referencing last year. Get over it. We are here. This is the team we got.
Nah, I'm not gonna get over it. This is the same team. Can't worry about Detroit. Can't worry about them. We're gonna beat them in 6 games. Doesn't look like it. And it's the same cast of crew that's not showing up on offense. You want to blame Brunson? I will never understand that. He's hogging the ball because nobody else is taking the reins, man. I'll never understand. Ojinobi cannot take the reins. That's not in his game. What mid-range game does he have? What is he gonna do? Now, what am I talking about? What did he show you today to take the reins, to get a mid-range game, to call a play for him in anywhere on that court tonight? Haven't seen it. Carl Anthony Towns did not shoot the ball after the third quarter. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. How do you not
think that
Jalen
Brunson has zero to do with that? As the guy who has the ball in his hands, you think Brunson has nothing to do with that? With the guy with the ball in his hands, right? That's what you're telling me.
Just hold on real quick, right? This one I knew we was gonna lose the game. Brunson hit a 3. The Schroeder came down and hit a 3. And then Brunson just said, you know what? I'm going to make this mano-y-mano. And he came back down and took a bad shot. And I said to myself, we're going to lose this game. I watched Brunson have 60 against San Antonio and lose the game. Listen, I understand your feelings about Cat. I'm not here to argue that. None of those guys had a good game. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to put no blame on the guy who has the ball in his hands and he's literally not looking at nobody, Fabian. Nobody.
I don't blame him.
That's not basketball. That's not basketball.
So I didn't mean to cut you off, but if he doesn't do that, where does this go? I didn't see no rhythm from nobody. I haven't seen that. It was the same, like you said, Flea, the same exact thing game 1, game 2. We were playing from behind. It was Brunson and Campaign and brought him back. There was no Campaign in this game. Where was the camp? Somebody else was supposed to make up for him. That's what was supposed to happen. Mikal Bridges was not that guy. Riddle me this. How did Campaign score 14 points yesterday in the fourth quarter if Brunson's just a ball hog? It doesn't work like that.
Obviously,
somebody else has to show
Obviously,
something.
Campaign is a ball handler who's going to have the ball in his hand, and he's an aggressive guy. He's an aggressive scoring guard. So yes, what he did last night, it was great, but that's no surprise. He's been doing that all season when he's been good, is be a spark off the bench. That's what he's supposed to do. But when we're talking about the guy who's the primary ball handler for us, and our all-star big doesn't take a shot, yes, there's some onus on Cat for sure. I'm not running from that. But at the same time, what you want me to say? Okay, how hard? What do you want me to say?
What I want y'all to just the Brunson.
I want you to understand that when the ball is in a guy's hands, he has the control of how this thing is going to work out. Who's going to get involved? How are we going to put guys in position to be successful? He has to do that. You can't fall in love with, this hybrid guard shit. I don't care. If you are that type of player, you can be able to do that. This is the playoffs, man. This is the playoffs. Every possession matters. And what OG is saying, when you come down and take a bad shot, and then they come down and hit a 3, or they come down and get an and 1 because you took 2 bad shots, don't talk to me about 34 points after the game. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's talk about the possessions because it's the playoffs.
Bro, he gets nobody involved. He went nut today. I'm sorry. I understand how you feel. I understand we're going to yell and go crazy on each other, pause. But, this is what makes AllBall TV great because, we all going to stand on what we stand on. And I respect both of y'all opinion. My thing is watching the game, Brunson already had his mind made up. I'm doing this on my own. That was the body language. So for me, he doesn't get nobody involved. I watch him when he doesn't have it, he forces it. Now, did he hit big shots tonight? Yes, I'm not taking that away. But he did not have a good game when it comes to leadership and orchestrating the offense. He got nobody involved. I seen him play with Cade Cunningham with the alley-oop. I'm going, okay, where's Brunson at with shit like that? Bro, he took it upon himself, head down, Fabian, and said, I'm not doing nothing but me. He flailing and flopping all over the place, and then he got into a fisticuff, a one-on-one duel with Dennis Schroeder. That's what lost the game. Dennis Schroeder was guarding him, got in his head, and then you know who gave up the big shot to win the game? Fucking Jalen Brunson. For not closing out on your man. See, we don't talk about that. Fuck all the heroics. Guard your man. Schroeder hit the game winner on Jalen Brunson because he didn't close out. I'm sorry, bro.
That's not him. He don't play defense. That's not who he is. That's not who he is.
Correct.
That's not who he is. He doesn't play defense.
That's not who he is.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
See, same dude yelling all year long about Cat. How was Carl Anthony Towns defense today? Same guy. Been talking about Carl Anthony Towns defense all year long.
When we needed him to guard the rim, when Cade Cunningham made that play to the rim tonight at a crucial point in the game, he was there, didn't foul, and didn't foul, didn't block the shot, contested it, and he made a great play down the stretch. So I mean, I'll take it from him. Who it's not him. He don't play defense.
Correct.
Since we got to go off of niggas' MOs when we playing basketball.
Correct. That's what I do. I go by what I know. I go by what to expect. Brunson's gonna go. We never complain about Brunson going nut, doing all this other stuff when he has the right team around him. All year long, we've been saying the same thing. Yo, what's their go-to play? What do they go to? They don't even come up. Cats in the corner. They ran plenty of plays when he was in Minnesota, coming out the corner. They don't even do that. They have no plays for Cat. Why isn't the first person I said for game 2 and I need to see more of is Cat to get the ball out of Brunson's hand? That's the part that I will never understand what y'all talking about.
Fabian, how is Cat going to get the ball out of Brunson's hand? Seriously.
Bro, you can't be. Brunson's not bringing the ball up 94 feet every single play shooting the ball. He shot 4 shots in the first quarter. What y'all talking about, man? There's no way that Cat's sitting there going, sure, I'm not going to shoot for the fourth quarter.
Fabian,
unless
what did you see? What did you see in the fourth quarter from Brunson?
I seen a guy who seen nobody else trying like him. That's what I saw. That was a bad 2 shots. But before that, he brought him back into the game. Bro, we were down the entire game. It wasn't just all because Brunson was chucking. Nobody else was scoring, going being aggressive. They weren't. How is Cat being aggressive when he's not running any plays? You get the ball, wave him off. That's aggressive. That's insane to me. And I'm blaming OG also because OG's supposed to be the guy who stepped up over Bridges. Bridges, I don't expect him to do shit anymore. What are you people talking about? Bridges ain't running nothing. OG was supposed to be stepping up. Like I told y'all, let's wait till the playoffs to see what happens. And nothing's happening on offense. Even defensively, what happened today? It looked bad.
OG he had a good offensive game 1. He was solid.
I'm talking about game 2, bro.
Okay, no. All right, but don't make it seem like he ain't did nothing in the playoffs.
I'm talking about game 2, the second game. First game, we all gave the props to. He defensively had a good game in game 1, but game 2, where was the campaign guy at? You need somebody else to make up for the second option when Cat is supposed to be the second option. That's the crazy part. That I don't even know what y'all are talking about. OG or Bridges is supposed to be number 3, and we haven't seen that consistently all year long, and it's playing out. So kudos to Detroit for showing up defensively and showing different schemes, but they just stuck to the script, man. This has been going on all year long. 8 bench points from Deuce McBride. That was it. 5 minutes for Shaman, 4 minutes for campaign, 3 fouls in the first quarter. Hot on and off. He's hot and cold. That's who they are. We've seen this. So what happens when we have those downs? Who's going to step it up? We all were challenging OG Anunoby. You know what, AllBall, you're right. Let's see if OG Anunoby's ready to be a second option. Since Brunson sat down for 10 games. OG, you stepping up like that? Let's see that shit in the playoffs. This is the first round. Say round number 2. You can't get this done in round number 1. I don't expect it in round 2. None of that. So OG's disappointed me offensively. The challenge is here. He hasn't lived up to it. Because I'm not gonna just make it a cat thing. Because y'all got clearly y'all guys are very sensitive about cat. So I'll put it to OG so we could put some ice on your wounds. OG Anunoby, I'm disappointed in challenging him for the playoff performance on offense. He's not that guy. That's just what it is on offense. Defensively, even defensively today was bad to me, man.
I'm gonna watch game. Hey, commit to watching game 3 with me live. I want to watch basketball with you because I want to see what the fuck you be looking at. Go ahead, OG. I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah, at some point you gotta say something different. At some point we gotta challenge each other about what happened in the game. I'm not gonna challenge you about what you think about basketball just because you have a different opinion, bro.
I want to see how you looking at this thing. If you think at some point, this not kids. I'm not gonna run up to you and take the ball out of your hands. If we come down every play, 5 possessions straight, and we clear one side and watch you go one-on-one, that is not good basketball. And if you think that is the way we're going to win games, that's not how this works.
So if it's me defending Brunson and defending all those plays, if that's what it's being interpreted as, then of course not. Of course, that's not good basketball. We've all said one-on-one basketball from Julius Randle. We say it about Luka Doncic, and he's in the MVP conversation every year.
You just championed the dude today for playing the way he played today. That wasn't effective.
We
just talked about Luka Doncic last night going for 37 and it not being effective. So the same 34 that Brunson had tonight was ineffective. Yes or no?
Wrong. Now we're bugging. So you think, hold on. So, oh boy, you agree with that? You think the 34 points that Brunson scored tonight was the same as Luka's 37 the other night when they got blown out?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to go that
blown out. Is you lost the game? Like, who cares? You lost.
Hold on. But hold on. I'm not going to go that far. But I'm gonna be honest. With Brunson, like I said, I watch him have 60 and lose. My thing is this: he plays bad basketball in pivotal moments of the game. Like, you could tell when he's exhausted when he doesn't have his legs under him, and he doesn't still pass the ball. I watch him try to dribble out of double teams. I watch him try to dribble out of traps. He just does it. I'm sorry. He turns the ball over at bad times. He flares and flops. Tonight, we needed him in certain moments to just make the right play. Did he have a good game? Yes. Did he bring us back? Yes. But he didn't close the deal. And then what made it worse, his man knocked down the game winner. He didn't close the deal. Tied ball game. Dennis Schroeder has the ball and hits a wide open 3-point shot. Like, come on. Like this is on Brunson. That's his man.
Bickerstaff, Fabian, do you realize that Bickerstaff did absolutely nothing? There were no adjustments made. He started the game again with Tobias Harris on Karl Anthony Towns. There was literally no adjustment made whatsoever. Asor Thompson he still fouled out the game, but they allowed him to still be aggressive, right? He was in Brunson shit all night. Like, there was no adjustment made from Bickerstaff. You know why? Because he realized in game 1, yeah, we went on a historical run in the fourth quarter, 21-0 run, but for 36, 40 minutes of the game, that was our game. And tonight, all he needed was his budding superstar to have a damn good game. Just understand the lights a little bit, get comfortable. Okay, and now I'm gonna go. We were blitzing Cade Cunningham in game 1. We didn't do that tonight. We let OG play him straight up a lot tonight. Anytime OG was on him, he was playing him straight up. We were sending the double a lot of times.
No. I sent you the video earlier. They only doubled them a handful of times in game 1, and they switched.
But they were showing so hard. But they were showing so hard on him in game 1 that it was for me, it was confusing for him. He didn't look comfortable. Tonight, even if they showed hard, they didn't even seem like they were showing hard.
I don't feel like they were showing hard. I felt like it was too much for OG to guard Cade Cunningham, and now you're just giving him the play. game one, I felt like they were switching all game long. It wasn't just OG on him the entire time. It was different looks.
But they put Bridges on him, and he was successful against Bridges in game 1 too.
But,
Anytime,
but don't you want that? You want a different look. You don't.
Yeah, I want a different look. But if I know that the engine starts and ends with you, and I know that I can't, like the bulk of your offense is gonna come from K. Yeah, I want to shut that water off, and that's why we go on a big run like that, and he has 30 the way he did tonight. That feels different. They in that game, right? That he shuts that. We don't go on the 21-0 run if he's rolling the way he is, he was in game 1. So listen, game 3, there got to be a lot of different changes, man. And I'm talking about there got to be a consistent diet of Karl Anthony Towns touching the basketball. He has to touch the basketball. He has to be aggressive. Listen. You want him to be something he's not, right? You want everybody to be okay with who they are. But you want him to be the guy that goes and demands the ball from the captain. Is that what you're asking for?
You got to do that, man.
Okay, so that's what I want to know.
And not even hold on, and not even ask for it. Have you seen Randall with Ant-Man in Minnesota? Not 2024 Randall, 2025 Randall, please. I ain't mentioned it last year. And he's just taking the ball and he's doing whatever. He elbowed LeBron underneath the rim, caught the offensive foul. He's taking the ball. He's not as skilled as Karl Anthony Towns. No, but he's aggressive. You cannot these guys were not aggressive. You can't, Brunson is aggressive. It's his game to be aggressive. Give me the ball. All right, you know what? Give me the ball. I'm out.
But there's a way to rev that, and there's a way to temper that. We always have criticized Russell Westbrook. From day one, we've criticized him as who he is. Just that engine, that motor, 100%. I'm going 1,000 miles an hour. I'm going to play the hardest. I'm actually good. But guess what? In certain points of the game, pivotal points of the game, it's always been about decision making. It's never been about, is he a good basketball player or not? So it ain't about if Jalen Brunson is great or not. We know he's great. What OG is saying, the stamp is like late game decision making has to be better for us to go to the next level.
But I'll pass it all, boy, after this, bro. There is no late game decision making if he doesn't have this performance, because I don't see. From the first half, I would see him like, yo, is Karl Anthony Towns, is he in foul trouble? That's the first thing I ask when I'm tuning into the first quarter, because he's so invisible. Now we get to the fourth quarter again. We were down, and it was because of Cam Payne and Jalen Brunson yesterday or the game before, and today it was all Brunson keeping us in the game. So yes, of course it's bad that he didn't close out. Yes, of course it's bad that he missed the last shot. Of course all that is bad, but that's impossible without his performance. If he doesn't do that, we're getting blown out by 20. That's the part that I will never understand. And Karl Anthony Towns, he has to get most of the blame. OG Anunoby, not most, him and OG Anunoby should be getting a share of the blame, because I don't even want to go to Tom Thibodeau yet, and how you're not running these kind of plays. How you don't know by now to get Karl Anthony Towns the ball, top of the key. The shit he was doing against Cleveland was amazing. They don't have the same defense as Cleveland. Just start Cat in the corner, and if he gets a mismatch, go right to the post. Where was Cat's post touches? That's all Tibbs too. We could blame him too. But there's no communication. So I can't blame Brunson if he goes, yo, we ain't, this is what we doing? Pass it to Will Offense from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is what we doing? No problem. You got, like you said, you got to muzzle him. You got to harness him, right? But who's going to do it? That's how I see it. Like, you got to, Phil Jackson knew you had to muzzle Kobe. Yo, Kobe, chill out. You got 8 straight games, 40 points. Chill out. Shaq needs to get involved.
You're having a different conversation now, Fabian. And that's a fair conversation. That's a fair conversation, but you opening the door now to a whole different kind of conversation. You're talking about the captain of the team. You're talking about the guy that's carried the Knicks on his back for the last two seasons, right? We've completely restructured the roster now. Got guys on the team that he rocks with, right? The Villanova, whatever you want to call it. And then we got some guys in there that lifts the talent level up to another notch. But now you asking Thibodeau, or you asking another one of the guys on the team to tell Brunson to dial it back. Who's going to do that?
Not in that way, but I think AllBall should answer that, or just take the baton.
No, that's for OG. Really? Who's going to do that?
So I said this in the beginning of the season, and I'm going to repeat it. this style of basketball that Brunson is playing at times is not great. We're not going to win a championship like this. I don't mind. Okay, you go nut. Cool. Win the basketball game. Win the basketball game. If you're going to freeze me out, if I'm not going to touch the ball, win the basketball game. Like I said, Fabian, you're 100% correct. Cat, OG, Hart has to play better. They do take some blame. They have to. I agree with you with that. But Brunson has to figure out how to get others involved. I'm sorry. And I said this all season. If we think we're going to go for a championship with him just averaging 40 and everybody standing around and watching, it's not going to happen. We have to play as a collective. Now, I get what you're saying. If he don't feel comfortable with guys or don't believe in guys, okay, cool. But Cat, OG, at times Hart show that they can be trustworthy at times. You have to give them that confidence as the leader, as the captain, as the point guard. He's not doing that. Once again, I'm just saying for me, and I never played at that level, never was good enough to play at that level. But I played with guys where it's like, bro, if you want to do it on your own, go ahead, my dude. Go ahead. And you know what that means? On the defensive end, guys ain't working hard. On the go ahead, do it all, bro. So for me, I'm not saying that guys do that. But just imagine their mentality. Cat cannot not touch the ball in the fourth quarter, and we don't blame the point guard for that at all. What? Go ahead, Fabian. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just don't think Flea hates when I say this, but it's not in his game. That's why you design the triangle offense. And Phil Jackson got to convince Mike, you got to pass the ball earlier. You're going to get the ball back. You're going to get 28 shots a game. I promise you. Here's a system in place for that. Tom Thibodeau does not have a consistent system. He doesn't. So it's hard for Brunson to be like, here you go. I'm going to go to the corner over here. The right corner, which is his money spot.
Right. But Fabian, Cat, best 3-point big man ever in the game. Cool. I don't care about none of that, but he can knock down a 3-point shot. OG has shown he can knock down a 3-point shot. Deuce has shown it. When Brunson gets doubled, he would still try to throw up a shot. Bro, kick out to the open man. I'm just saying, if he thinks he's gonna win a championship, Allen Iverson couldn't do it. Bro, give up the basketball. Give up the basketball. Or win the game. If you're going to do that, look, no problem, my dude. Remember, them niggas' mindset is, nigga, the check cleared. That account crazy. No matter what happens. Go ahead, my dude. Go ahead.
AI ain't played with Karl Anthony Towns, bro. Come on, man. Like, that shit is crazy to me. That's bugged out.
There's a 15-game stretch when Jalen Brunson got hurt this season. Got hurt against the Lakers and came back. How many games was left in the season? 6 games, 5 games, whatever it was. But there was an entire stretch of 15 or so games where he was out. And we had to rely on a lot of other guys, right, to get wins, continue to keep us afloat in the playoff hunt, right? Not drop in the standings while teams are getting better and all that kind of stuff. And guys did step up. OG Anunoby played outstanding basketball. Some of the best basketball of his career that stretch. Mikal Bridges is hitting game winners against the Portland Trailblazers. Like, Karl Anthony Towns was completely consistent. So what I'm saying is, if you're watching that from afar as the leader and the point guard of the team, you know that you have this at your disposal. What I'm saying is that if we come down entirely too many times, we watched this game today and saw that, he is not going to look the opposite way. He is not going to call for a screen. He wasn't even calling for pick and rolls. He was like, I want to beat Schroeder on my own. No, we can't do that. Not with 2 minutes left in the game. And then we expect Bridges to hit a shot. Again, I respect you a professional. Be ready to hit shots. But goddamn, can I touch the basketball? I was rolling in the first half. I hadn't put up no shots all third quarter. That's your job.
Homeboy even played the fourth quarter yesterday. He had one shot in the paint. at the end of the game. Come on, man. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Tibbs benched Mikal Bridges like 5. We already talked about it, like 6 or 7 fourth quarters this year. That's the guy we talking about. These are the guys we talking about. We ain't talking about their talent, their skill. I'm talking about their effort, their aggression. Give Brunson a reason to be like, oh shit. That's how these guys do. All of Carmelo Anthony, you playing alongside him. He respected AI when he came to his team. Oh no, he's taking his 25 shots. He's
Brunson's
taking
not
them.
good enough to act like that. Get the fuck out of here. Brunson's not good enough to act like he ain't. I gotta earn some trust. Who the fuck? Fabian, get out of here, man. Are you kidding me?
This is where we start wilding.
Relax, bro.
Nah, it's when
Relax,
we start wilding.
This nigga is not. No. He ain't done. Let's. You need to calm down. You need to calm down with this shit.
This is when we start wilding, bro. He went to a Western Conference Finals. He's played alongside guys that are all chuckers. Luka Doncic is gonna respect Kyrie Irving. These are guys that are gunners. They're gonna respect the guy. Oh, I'm taking this shot. I'm a gunner.
You got the nerve to say you thinking Brunson is good enough to think I can't trust these other what? Nigga, please.
Listen, when it's money time, the only guy that has showed up in the last 2 games in the fourth quarter has been Jalen Brunson. That's it. That's it. And it's with the same approach. It was no different than the game 1 approach. This is the part that's confusing me. He was still the same guy without the campaign 14 points. So how come today is so bad? That's wrong. That's wrong for anyone to say. And OG only got 10 points.
But
only got 10 points.
A coach is going to say it, and then you're going to believe it, Fabian. A coach will come out and say it, and he'll be like, oh, you know what? Then he'll walk it back. You, my brother, I know you. You'll maybe. You don't like being wrong, but a coach, a scout, somebody's going to say it like, yo, the hero ball, the guy not getting guys involved, coming down in a possession, and only one guy touches it for 18 seconds in a possession. It don't work like that,
right?
Bro.
But hold on, bro. Now we're confusing what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I never agree with hero ball. Never. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about he's the only aggressive person on the court all game long, back-to-back games to open the playoffs up. I'm not talking about he has to play hero ball for us to win. I never said that. I'm talking about the scheme. We don't have a real system in place because we don't have the right team together. It's been like that from the beginning. We've been talking about this. And now it's the playoffs and the Pistons showed up. It just so happens that the adrenaline worked game 1. Game 2, we tried that same adrenaline Hulkamania shit. It didn't work because Brunson ain't have somebody else to score with him. And the Pistons, in all reality, if we're being real, they didn't have another score with them either. They not that good. They were doing the same shit we were. It was K with his 34 points or whatever, or 35, double, whatever it was. They didn't have a second go-to guy.
But I disagree that they're not that good.
I didn't mean to say not that good. I'm saying they're not that far off. Like what was the difference between Detroit last game and this game aside from Cade Cunningham? They got the same amount of points from their role players. That's what I mean.
But that's huge. 20 points off the bench for Schroeder and Cade is in rhythm. Like, okay, he scored last game, but he was in rhythm tonight. He whatever matchup he had, he was taking advantage of.
For me, I'm just, I've never seen a team, with so much talent and just continue to lose to teams that we shouldn't lose to. I'm not saying that, we should beat every bad team because you're going to have nights where, you struggle. But, these games that we're losing, we shouldn't lose. Now, it's no disrespect to Detroit. They're a good team. And like I said, I never said a sweep. I never said 5. Even when we won game 1, even though I was all ecstatic, I still said in my mind, it's probably going to take about 6 games because that team is well coached, they're tough, and they're solid. And they have a legit guy. So, but for us to have the better team, the coach with the most experience, the better talent, in the way that we struggle against bad teams, mediocre teams, good teams, it doesn't make any sense. And something has to change, whether it's the coaching, whether it's the style of play, whether it's the point guard, whether it's Cat, OG, whatever it is, something has to change because this is not championship level type basketball. Even in game 1, I complained about Brunson. When we first came on, what did I say? The game ball goes to Campaign. I don't care what Brunson did. If Campaign doesn't come in there and change that whole basketball game with what he did, we lose that game as well. So I'm just saying, Brunson is our guy. He's Mr. Clutch. He's the leader. He's the El Capitan. You have to show it at times. That's all I'm saying. Now I get put the team on your back. I get you get us to where you got to go. Cool. But there's too many times where you watch him and go, yo, bro, what are you doing? And he does it when it's the worst time.
I'm off the whole Brunson ball hog thing because to me, these are what volume shooters do or volume scorers do, whatever the case may be. So now can we go to some other part of the court where other people are supposed to show up? Nobody had 10 rebounds. Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns. That's supposed to be their strength. Detroit had 3 guys in double figures in rebounding.
That's a great point.
The point guard, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, and Tobias Harris damn near doubled his rebounding. So again, y'all challenge OG to be in the middle of the season. He needs to get 3 or 4 more rebounds a game, right? I'm saying I don't expect that. But I definitely don't expect Cat to not get 12 rebounds a game. And don't get me wrong, these guys are tough, Lee. These Jalen Duren is a strong dude, but Cade,
he had 12 rebounds tonight, I think. He had double-digit rebounds. He played well tonight.
Listen,
went down court, knocked our guy down on the ground. We
we
knocked down Bridges.
If we don't match these guys' physicality, and if we don't match their toughness, we are going to get ran off the floor. These guys are blatantly disrespecting us. They are letting us know they ain't afraid. And in their mind, they really think they can beat us. We have to match that. Everybody. So I agree, Fabian. Nobody's off the hook. But we all know, when it comes down to things like this, who gets the blame? It's either the coach or the best player on the team.
I'm with that, but if we keep going back and forth about scoring, as far as the scoring is concerned, he covered that. Even with the 94 points, if these guys, Karl Anthony Towns gets 5 more rebounds, this is a whole different ball game. Whether it's OG, even Josh Hart, it's a whole different ball game. I didn't think Josh Hart played that bad because again, we ain't supposed to rely on him. He's supposed to be the energy dude. But OG, you're the guy we look to now. We already look past Bridges for you. That's the crazy part. 40 million a year, this, that, the third. 5 more rebounds. This game is different. 12 offensive rebounds from the Detroit Pistons. We weren't even boxing out right. They were just out toughing us there, Flea.
Who's the best player on the floor tonight?
That's a toss-up.
I'm asking a question.
It had to be Cade, bro. Double.
Okay, so let me ask.
That's the double.
OG, who you got? Who's the best player on the floor tonight?
I mean, it was Cade. It's
all right,
he got the W.
Right. Okay. So let me ask y'all this: after the first 2 games, it's split. Who's been the best player on the floor over the last 2 games, collectively over the last 2 games?
Come on, I got to go Brunson.
Okay.
Because Cade had a bad game. Cade had a bad game the first game.
Okay.
And even though Cade had a great game and they won, Brunson still came up big. It's just that in pivotal times of the game, he just drove me crazy. But Brunson still had 34. If we going by literal, you know what I mean?
I got it.
Right now, I would go Brunson because of game 1. Now, if Cade had a good game 1, then it'd be up in the air. But I would give the edge to Brunson. But tonight, Cade was the best player on the floor.
Well, I want to know where is what do you call them? The cups, the cards. Flea is doing some 3-card Monty shit underneath the camera right now. What you laughing about? What is this? I think, and you know what's funny? OG and Anobi had a chance to be the best player of this series, but today was a dud because that game 1 defensively was a monster game. But if he shows up offensively today to counter Cade Cunningham cutting his ass up, I think we have a different. He's in the ballpark for this too, but I got JB up there, Jalen Brunson, Flea.
I just only asked because from tonight, just from what I saw tonight, I just feel like we got to be in for Cade to start. All he's going to do is get better, is what I feel like. After being comfortable tonight in the Garden, on the road, like that's the biggest stage to play in the playoffs. I don't care where else you play in the NBA, on the playoff stage in the Garden, like that's the biggest. So he was able to get through game 1, and he had a hell of a game in game 2. I'm just saying, I think we need to lace up and be ready for when we go on the road the next 2 games, and what kind of confidence this team is going to play with, because they got knocked down on the mat in the Garden. They got back. They came game 2 and won. For me, we got to go game 3 and 4 and win both of those. We would need to win both games.
And that's the problem.
That's how you retake confidence back. Like, don't go split. Take both games.
But that's a problem when we needed the like I said, the Hulkamania adrenaline rush in both fourth quarters. And I like what No Strays Entertainment said, bro. Detroit won 7 out of 8 quarters so far in these first 2 games. They've been all right. Like, at the Garden. That's tough. No rebounding. That's tough. You asked. I'm gonna keep fucking. I'm gonna keep making y'all mad in the comments. You asking who the best player in the game, best player in the series was so far. What is Cat lie on this list? I thought he was good on game 1. I thought he was good on both ends of the floor, especially defensively. I was impressed with him defensively in game 1. Today, extremely disappointed in his aggression and us not being able to get him involved. Like, I thought it was twofold. This is basketball, baby. Like, you got to be the guy to say, hey, I need to rock. I haven't shot the ball in 20 minutes. And Tibbs and Brunson got to recognize, wait a minute, we've been successful with Cat exploiting this matchup. We need to get him to rock. Like, that's a twofold thing. I don't know how nobody else recognizes that and thinks that we just need to go to a steady diet of Brunson. I didn't think that that's what we needed to do.
Listen, man, we in trouble. I think it's very important that we win Friday night. I think that's the series. Just being honest, I'm a panicker. That's what I do. But you know, I'm talking real basketball. You know, not a biased Knicks fan. Game 3 is a series. Game 3 is a series because if we go down 2-1 and they still got another game in Detroit, listen, they already smell blood. We have to win game 3 Friday night. Simple and plain. To me, whoever wins that game wins the series. So I think, you know, we listen. Detroit is going to be rocking. Like I said, these guys got all the confidence in the world. And I agree with Fabian with this, Flea. Cat, OG, got to step up tremendously. Got to step up. Game 3 in Detroit, they have to step up. So, yeah, this can get ugly, man. Game 3 is the game for me. We have to win that game.
Real quick, Flea, get some of these super chats. Thank y'all. Rico. It's a dangerous name over there, Rico. If Cat wasn't scoring, why wasn't Mitch protecting the paint? That was interesting too, Flea. 20 minutes for Mitchell Robinson, none in the fourth quarter. -5 plus minus. I thought when I looked, he was a +3. So I guess okay. So he finished the game with a -5. Mitchell Robinson. Oh no, I'm sorry, +3. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought when he finished the game, he was a +3. I think he was the highest plus minus on the team. I expected some more minutes out of him. I don't know why we went away from that. And to be honest with you, I thought we could match what Paul Reed was doing. I thought Paul Reed gave them a lot of good minutes when he was in the game tonight. Every time I turned around, he was doing he was just active around the rim. Whether that's a tip in, whether that's an extra rebound, he was great for them tonight. Blocking people's 3-point shots. Yeah, like he was great for them tonight. I don't, that's a question mark for sure. Tibbs, why didn't we get some more Mitchell Robinson tonight? What was that about? Real quick, I can't see the chat. So if I missed the beautiful ladies, if I ain't shout out my people, big shout out, everybody in the chat. Tori B, Donnie Bright, but big shout out everybody. I can't see the chat, so I don't know what's going on over there. Y'all know me, I usually. So my apologies, but I can't see the chat. But big shout out to everybody. I gotta run, right? But let me just say this real quick. We have to play as a totality because we're too easy to guard. We're too easy to figure out. Once Detroit knows Brunson is going to do what he do, they can lock right in and zone in on him. So, Cat, OG, Hart, they got to step it up because now it makes it difficult for Detroit to just zone in on Jalen Brunson. But we have to play better defense and rebound the ball. I'm sorry. What he said?
we roasting you. I can't see the chat either, y'all. So
Right,
if I missed anybody, like,
I can't see the chat.
Darlene B, what up, baby? I can't see it either.
I turned their chat off so I could go antagonize Flea.
Yo, listen, man.
1v1.
Listen, I love my brothers. I love the chat even more.
And AllBall. Fuck out of here. Just turned on Brunson like that. Y'all disgusting, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit y'all in the chat to talk about something. I gotta run.
Yo, hold on, my bad.
Ball suckers.
Yeah, man. Oh, let me finish the joints.
Super chats, yeah. OG, holla at niggas.
In time with that. Mead Belford. Too much Brunson hero ball. I'm sick and Tibbs ain't Coach Jack. At least you put a cosign, a co-defendant for Jalen Brunson.
Now he need a co-D for it to be okay.
It gotta be, yo. I can't believe y'all are nasty. The rebound.
No, I know what I'm watching.
I get it, but I've seen the greats do it. Melo and all them carry the team on their back. He just couldn't pull through. I just don't understand.
You said Melo. Look what you said, Melo.
Yeah, Melo,
no,
bro.
I don't want to hear you reference Melo when we talking about trying to.
No, I could do that. I can do that.
Winning.
I can do that. See, that's foul. But we've seen Melo have years by himself trying to carry a team, and it's hard when you don't have everybody else. We start looking at everybody else like, who is he going to pass the ball to? Landry Fields, the recently unemployed Landry Fields.
That's nasty. Landry just got fired today.
That's
disgusting.
Yes, but I gotta say this, man. I don't think he deserved to get fired. Like that off of the Dyson Daniels trade alone, he should never be fired. That was a heist. That was a heist, bro. Off of that alone, you got to give him your hair. In 6 months, you're going on permanent vacation, my brother.
They fired 3 coaches already. Well, 2 coaches. They've changed the coach like 3 times. Lloyd Pierce, then fired Nick McMillan. Now they got Quinn Snyder in there. They then got rid of the GM. They're trying to do everything under the sun to figure out how to keep Trae Young happy. I don't get it. I don't know. That's just what it looks like. Trade him. He's not a winning player. I don't even want to talk about the Hawks right now. But big shout out to Landry Fields. I hope he lands on his feet.
Yo, big shout out Landry Fields for having the balls to fire his coach. 3 of them. King's Speech. Our squad is like the Barksdale crew in season 3 of The Wire. The heavy hitters all locked up or chalked up. I was in Minnesota. Tibbs got to go. Yeah. You ain't gonna say nothing to King's Speech about referencing last year, right? Flea.
I'm talking to you.
He said, you spent 82 games talking about the same damn thing. Classic. Flea speaking gospel. Salute. No, he's not, man. Jesus
now
would like
hate. Now it's hate.
Jesus would like a refund. I want a refund at that church. He talking speaking gospel. I want my money back. The congregation. This was a team loss. Thank you, Tibbs. Exactly.
This was.
Why? It was. It was. But the first thing out their mouth and the only thing out their mouth, ladies and gentlemen, was who? Jalen Brunson. They didn't even mention Tibbs.
Yeah, but it. No, go ahead. Go.
Jalen Brunson had this guy so sick all ball that he didn't even mention Tibbs. It was crazy. It's the playoffs, baby Bubba.
That's what I'm saying. It's and I just listen. We got to have balance, man. I'm always talking about balance. We got to have balance. You know, when it's winning time, we know that we go to the captain and he's going to get to it. But when you want guys to continue to run the floor, when you want guys to continue to fly around on defense, they got to get rewarded on the offensive end. That's just the way things work. OG was shown to be super aggressive for a 15-game stretch. You got to be able to recognize that when you get back into the rhythm of things. Like, yo, I can go to this guy. He showed me that he's reliable. We got to keep guys involved. We got to. We're not a bad team where we just have to rely on Jalen Brunson. We're not last year.
Here's my counter to that. I'm not even gonna say that.
He's not a Nick. Lord have mercy.
Hilarious. Bro, yo, Flea, hold on a second. Now that we've calmed down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I spent this whole season talking all this shit about Karl Anthony Towns.
Mhm.
And this, if I told you that in game 2, we're going to lose 100-94 before even bringing up Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns is going to shoot the ball 11 times. He's not in foul trouble, and he's going to score 10 points. What would you think of that?
I would be pissed. I would think that that's synonymous and how and the type of line and the type of performance that gives him the reputation of being soft, of not showing up. So yes, I would be pissed. Absolutely. 1,000%.
Now that I got your code D off the screen, it was very easy to pin you into the truth.
I'm just saying, I understand. Listen, you want me to kick Karl Anthony Towns in the back right now, and that's fine. I'm not giving the same vitriol that I'm giving Brunson,
Which is crazy.
Because I'm looking at it from a different lens, right? I'm looking at it from the point of view that, like, yes, I know that I can get mine. I'm cool with that. Anytime I could call my number, clearly. But if I want to get to the next level, yo, I got to get my other guys involved. It just is what it is.
Yo, East Blue Drew, you gotta watch your language or what you type in. You want to read that, Flea?
No. You don't want me to read nothing else. You want me to read that fucking comment? No.
No, I gotta read it.
What's good, Drew?
Cat can get it too, Fabian. Excuse me? Yeah, he's simple. And he has no backbone. What is going on here? Listen, man. Thank you for the super chats. Yo, they really
yes, Drew. That's a yo. I love Drew. He knows the shit. Yo,
shout out our guy up here. Oh, damn, I don't want to misplace your name.
That was good. As a father,
he said, yo, go snatch your aluminum foil fitted. How many games the series going? Where's my guy that said that, man? You have me in stitches right now, but I was super tight, so I couldn't laugh. Oh, that's my man. No Strays Entertainment. That's who it was.
Yo, Drew said, as a father.
Fabian, you said you pinned Flea with the truth. Hey, yo, bro, what? Wait a minute.
All right, I get crazy now. Come on, Monkey Wrench. Come on, you my dog, bro. Don't do this. Don't fall down the rabbit hole with Fabian now. Don't go down there with him.
You said I said that. But where did I pin him to?
Yo.
It's getting late. I'm sorry.
Love y'all.
The dad jokes.
Game 3, Thursday, I believe, or Friday. When is game 3, y'all?
I think it's AllBall said Friday. He's gonna know because I never know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never know these damn schedule. Hold on. What did I say? Who did I say? See you in a second. Because I'm not sorry about nothing. I'm glad we got heated. I didn't know I was getting super heated like that, Flea. I didn't know. Did you think we were going to heated about Jalen Brunson's performance tonight? Did you see that coming?
I did not know you were about to glaze him after this loss. I thought we were all going to be in concert, but you had to be the one. So, of course, it had to get a little spicy. You know you're my brother. We'll talk about it when we get off.
Well, I don't know about you. Well, my girl glazed me. I tell her to keep her eyes on the prize, baby. Baby Bubba. Hold on, I gotta do that again. That was crazy. All right, hold on.
He rusty, y'all. Where the comments at? I can't see the comments because he rusty, y'all. He's rusty.
Nah, that was crazy. I like my girl keeping the eyes on the prize when she glazed me.
That was insane. That was bad, Ray. That was bad.
That was classless.
Yo, do the prize picks and let's say goodnight to the people, man.
I just like talking to everybody, man. My heart was beating. I was getting into it. I was going crazy, Flea.
A little bit.
Keep your eyes on the prize, baby. Bye-bye. Basketball season is heating up in the playoffs. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download your app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba.
Thank you, Mizak. I tried to get them to talk about the cat. It wasn't just cat. And then I tried to finagle the OG slander in there. That's how I was able to backdoor the scenario. I ain't pausing nothing. I'm 42.
He tried to do a lot of theatrics tonight, y'all. Clearly.
It was working though. The comments was going. Y'all see it. 230 people in the building. I said, it's time to turn up. Hulkamania is out. I'm joking. I was really pissed off at y'all. I was really disgusted, especially after losing. I don't know.
Yeah.
We doing some reactions this week?
Yeah, we'll be back.
That video you sent today, the Knicks predictions look like garbage.
I was so in tune to it. I was so invested in that whole video, bro. I swear. Once it started, I was like, yo, nah, I'm invested now. I got to watch it. What's going on? The biggest, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We took an L tonight, but we're going to be back. We're going to thump them in the Motor City.
I hate the fact that we can only hear you guys talking over the drops, because I like when people talk over drops. It makes everything cool. Friday night, we're going to try to, AllBall afternoon sometime soon. That was crazy. They know already. They already know AllBall schedule. Oh, he's coming on tomorrow. Word, you mean Thursday? That's what they be in there going crazy. Laturia be calling them out. Oh, you running late again? Come on, man. What's Thursday night?
Oh, that's the game. Nah, that's when the game is.
Don't tell me that. I was prepared to get 3 days.
Nah, the game is Thursday. They was letting OG get off. But it's Thursday.
Thursday, 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. This was the worst MSG crowd ever. What? Hell no. That game was crazy, please.
I thought it was rocking in there. Yeah, I thought it was rocking in there.
When did it start getting rocking?
When we went on the run.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyone specifically? Maybe a couple players?
Yeah, just Brunson. Yeah, just Brunson. I was glad when Josh Hart got the backdoor play and got a dunk. I was like, thank God somebody else is gonna touch the basketball.
Said Denver crowd is louder. Oh, that's the microphone, man. Stop disrespecting the Garden. Yo, Thursday night, probably 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
We in the mix. We ain't playing with y'all, man. I'm sweating. We out of here, baby. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.